Please check out our shirt on Teespring.
Hey guys, right now we're talking about what happened uh, around the time uh, with.
Which one's my good side? This is my best good side. Just carry on. It's normal.
Anyway, I guess this prank that happened like a few years ago.
2013.
It's 2013.
Yeah.
Okay, and it was with Flight Asiana Flight 214 and the news outlet KTVU. I think.
The 10 o'clock news they have here in San Francisco. I do enjoy them better because they do different subjects. They don't like really focus. They do a lot of like local news.
Yeah.
They don't really. It's an hour-long program.
Yeah, because technically it was a local event, right? Like it was a.
Yeah, crashing.
SFO.
Yeah.
Okay, so they got their sources mixed up, I guess, and no one corrected anything. And
this is like the biggest football in the news.
Yeah,
news
it's one of the greatest pranks of our generation. Well, I mean, at least over the 2010s. Anyway, both the National Transport Service and the news station and everyone involved got this wrong. They got the names totally wrong,
but they're the only news that screwed up. You know, not our news.
It was the only one that got it.
Yeah, they used it.
And I was like looking back at it. I was like wait. So not only the National Transport Service, but also the the news outlet didn't question like, hey, like, why does these names look funny? But
I think it was just.
I guess because they didn't want to be like, oh, like what if these are real people's names?
Well, the thing was the news
they didn't want to make fun of like their names.
They want to be the first. They want to be the hey, guess we got the first those bastards. We're number one. You know what I mean?
But also like you gotta look at like, okay, the graphic designer also like put up this graphic. You'll see in the video like
I'm probably wasn't laughing his ass off.
Clip it. They saying like, hey, like there's these names here. I don't think they look right. I don't even think they're Chinese, or whatever they're supposed to be. Yeah, it doesn't sound right at all. So, no one fact checked anything, and no one looked at this with a second guess. Nobody, not even the National Transport Service. Nobody, like looked at this and like saying like, oh.
I'm trying to find the aftermath of what they said. You just say the news. What they said. What they called these people. Basically, it was like the summer intern of the.
They blamed an intern that was
summer,
that was not like I guess fully aware of what was going on. But I really think that it was the intern that did it. I mean, come on, like you're not getting paid. You're told to get this information, and I'm like the worst thing you can do is like, oh, well, you turn this in, and I don't think you're right. They didn't question anything at all.
Well, it says right here, San Francisco television station, KTVU, fell victim to a prank. Let's say the names. Okay, here are the names they use. Okay, these are the names they thought the pilots were names. We too low. We holy fuck. Dang bang. Oh.
Dang being owl. Captain something wrong.
We're not making fun of Asian people. We're just
no, that's just what the names that they were saying on the news, and you'll see in the clip in a second.
They did,
just how dumb it is.
They did a special on it, a Mayday, the crash of International. It talks about the airplane flight 214, episode 13, getting out alive. That's the episode they talk about the.
What is it?
It's a kind of survival. It's one of those Discovery Channel. They talk about plane crashes and people did survive. One of the victims of this was a young girl that got ran over by a fire truck because they put too much foam on the thing. Also, it says right here the lawsuit. So he got ran by a fire. Imagine surviving it and getting run over.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, fire truck. You know.
Anyway, so
the.
And this is the flight that ended with like some people dead, you know, like
3 people.
Yeah, and
one was
no one tracked anything.
2 were the airplane, 1 was on land by the fire truck.
That's terrible.
They got fined. They got fined for almost $500,000.
Jeez.
course, that's like chunk change, for airline company.
Yeah, that's what they make in a day.
And it's like, that's nothing.
It's 1 day's work.
We could lay up 2 of our students.
Yeah, but anyway, it's just fact checking gone wrong. That's all it is.
Here's a clip.
Yeah, you'll see the clip.
Here's a clip right now. Okay.
Coroner is still trying to determine the cause of death and whether she was already dead when the truck hit her. We have new information now also on the plane crash. KTVU has just learned the names of the 4 pilots who were on board the flight. They are Captain Sum Ting Wong, Wee Tu Lo, Ho Lee Fook, and Bang Ding Ao. The NTSB has confirmed these are the names of the pilots on board Flight 214 when it crashed. We are working to determine exactly what roles each of them played during the landing on Saturday.
So, what do you think about the clip? What do you think about that? They missed the hair right there. A big old curly hair.
I actually did it myself.
Really? You can't pull it? It's kind of distracting.
But anyway, so as you saw in the clip, the clearly they didn't fact check anything. They just put it up in the air as soon as they got it.
It was like, I swear, what they made laughing because the talking head, that one girl was like, we too low. I was like,
they said it with a straight face, and they didn't question it once at all.
They didn't question this
none
at all.
None of staff, the graphic designer,
nobody questioned anything.
I guess the producers or nobody that was involved, not even the National Transport Service. They didn't question it whatsoever. They said, "Oh, these are the names of the pilots and the staff."
Well,
and they just took it at face value because they didn't want to. Maybe they didn't want to question it, saying this sounds funny.
Or I don't know.
I mean, half of it can kind of look like a real name. I mean, Holy, that's a lot of people. Holy.
The person was creative. Whoever choose these names was really creative.
It just sounds just Chinese enough. Asian enough. To
I bet you
work.
money was a stoner. It was like a 16-year-old intern, stoned out of his mind, getting frustrated,
or just trolls. Off. Trolls do that too.
But he worked at they got this.
I don't know. Intern is not really working.
And, how did the intern could do this? Interns do not do this. Their job is learn.
I think they want to test the waters, kind of like that.
Yeah, but the interns should be this far up in the ranks to do something like this,
Well, you heard of that 1917 art thing where this guy submitted a toilet?
Okay, I didn't know about this.
Yeah, there's an art exhibit in London and Tate Modern, and they have this exhibit from 1917 where this guy submitted a toilet, like a urinal. And
it's not like
they submitted it as their art. So I mean,
it's not like that art.
If someone control that.
It sounds like the art that came out a couple years ago. The guy duct tape a banana on a board.
Yeah, it's
that's kind of like.
It's like anti-art. Anyway, it's just this troll is definitely a work of art of his own in a terrible situation.
He should become a writer in some kind of comedy show or something.
He probably is somewhere. I mean, honestly.
I bet South Park.
I don't know. It's probably a kid that just got into computers and subverted the whole system basically.
I don't know, but that's very much a video of it. I mean, tell me what you think, and it kind of proves that you can't believe everything you hear. You got to do your own,
No, you got to temperance a little bit, a little temperance. Question a little bit of it, hey, what is that?
They're not there. I mean, news are not really to sell news. They're there to sell advertising. Best way of putting it.
Right.
So like and subscribe. We have T-shirts, stickers.
We have spring. We got a mask. So we'll see you later.
And then we get enough. We're having a contest right now. Whoever wins this contest, Max shows up and cleans your house. And I picked the outfits.
No.
It's not for kids.
All right, guys. See ya.